Met you where the gravel meets the Buster County line. You were stealing cherries from the back of someone's vine. Dust on your boots, laugh lines in your smile. Said you wanna see trouble, ride with me a while. You're my back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest so loud. My Sunday morning, my Friday night, my quiet prayer, my rowdy crowd. When the world starts shaking and I don't know who I am, you're my back road heartbeat, I'll follow it again. You talk with your hands when you're mad, you pace the floor. You'll slam the screen door, cuss, and then come kiss me at the door. Yeah, you burn every dinner, we just laugh and call it fate. Say, who needs a recipe when love still fills the plate? Yeah, you're my back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest so loud. My Sunday morning, my Friday night, my quiet prayer, my rowdy crowd. When the world starts shaking and I don't know who I am, you're my back road heartbeat, I'll follow it again. We got a crooked mailbox leaning like it knows our names, a dog that won't stop barking at the kids at ball games. You leave notes on napkins in my worn-out work truck cab. Drive safe, come home, you're still the best I ever had. You're my back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest so loud. My Sunday morning, my Friday night, my quiet prayer, my rowdy crowd. When the world starts shaking and I don't know who I am, you're my back road heartbeat, I'll follow it again. One day we'll be wrinkled, moving slow across this floor, counting all the little rings from glasses on this table board. If my memory fades and the names all slip away, I'll still know that rhythm that's been drumming every day. You're my back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest so loud. My Sunday morning, my Friday night, my quiet prayer, my rowdy crowd. When the world starts shaking and I don't know who I am, you're my back road heartbeat, I'll follow it again. So when they lay me down under red dirt, under sky, play that simple song of us, let it echo, let it ride. 'Cause love ain't in the headstones, it's the echo in your chest. You're my back road heartbeat, baby, you can keep the rest. Oh, yeah. Met you by the ice machine Dusty pumps at 17, you were buying cherry coke, laughing at your own bad jokes. Sunburn on my farmer's tan. You said, nice truck. I said, hop in if you ain't got plans. You said, guess I'm in luck. It's that back road kind of forever, hand in mine through any weather. From red clay rust to some tux and a white dress. Yeah, this wild horse slow dance feeling got me spun out to the ceiling. If this is love, then I ain't scared to confess. Back road kind of forever, I ain't settling for less. We missed the county fair that night, took the long way, lost the light, parked out by the old state line. Radio low, you were all I could find. Fireflies in a mason jar, your bare feet on my dash. You traced your name across my arm, said, boy, don't you let this pass. It's that back road kind of forever, hand in mine through any weather. From red clay rust to some tux and a white dress. Yeah, this wild horse slow dance feeling got me spun out to the ceiling. If this is love, then I ain't scared to confess. Back road kind of forever, I ain't settling for less. Years roll by like mile mark signs, cheap perfume and cheap red wine, apartment couch, late night news. We were broke, just paying dues. You work doubles, I work nights. We made coffee our best friend. I'd kiss your hand beneath the lights and swear this grind would end. Every bill, every fight, every wrong turn turned out right. Cause you stayed, I stayed too. What else could I do? For that back road kind of forever, hand in mine through any weather. From red clay rust to some tux and a white dress. Yeah, this wild horse slow dance feeling got me spun out to the ceiling. If this is love, then I ain't scared to confess. Back road kind of forever, I ain't settling for less. Then came tiny cowboy boots, left beside the front door, mad, smiling, facing Sunday suits. You said, think he's got your lap. We traded bars for baseball games, late night drives for pillow forts. Your braided hair, I called out plays. We found joy in the small reports. Every dad, every mom, little scribbles on the wall. Every mess, every tear pulled our hearts near. It's that back road kind of forever, family choir singing together. From red clay rust to a house full of loud kids. Yeah, this wild heart slow dance feeling, now it's 4 hearts at the ceiling. If this is love, I'm glad we never called it quits. Back road kind of forever, yeah, I'm all in for this. One day we'll be rocking chairs, sunset in your silver hair, wrinkled hands and reading glasses, laughing at those reckless past. You'll say, can you believe that girl who climbed into that dusty truck? I'll say, best wrong turn in the world. You'll smile, guess we pushed our luck. Oh yeah, for that back road kind of forever, hand in mine through failing weather. From red clay rust to the tremble in our knees. Yeah, this wild horse slow dance feeling still comes back, hits me reeling. If this is love, I'll take it on my tire feet. complete. And if I go before you do, don't you cry for long, my dear. Turn the key, chase something new. Feel the wind erase your fear. But when that gravel hums just right and the sky burns soft and low, know I'm riding with you tonight. In that cab you ain't alone. It's that back road kind of forever, handing mine through failing weather. From red clay rust to the tremble in our knees. Yeah, this wild horse slow dance feeling still comes back, hits me reeling. If this is love, I'll take it on my tired feet. Back road kind of forever, you still make my life complete. Tag hanging sideways, little chip red jar full of tips and folded phone numbers you never planned to call. I walked in for a quick one, stumbled into it all. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. I was drifting like a dandelion, blowing through this busted town. Then your laugh cut through the static, you turned this runaway around.
You said, boy, you look like trouble, with that half-crooked grin, boot heels on the bar rail. You poured whiskey, not my sins.
We talked about our busted hearts, cars that never made it far, how your daddy taught you patience, mine taught leaving in the dark. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. I was drifting like a dandelion, blowing through this busted town. Then your laugh cut through the static, you turned this runaway around.
First day by the river, mosquitoes, June heat. You showed up in your work boots, cut-offs, bare feet. Radio on the dashboard, static, then a tune. You leaned back on that blanket, said, come see this kind of moon.
I'd been all edge, all armor, all joke, all smoke, all show, but you saw past the stories to the part I didn't show. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. I was drifting like a dandelion, blowing through this busted town. Then your eyes said, boy, you're home now. You turned this runaway around.
We burned through all 4 seasons in that borrowed single wide. Stacked your textbooks on the dresser, hung my cap on the side. Mismatched cups in the pantry, secondhand old couch. You painted all the cabinets blue. Said we'll make this sacred ground somehow. Friday nights at the drive-in, cheap popcorn on your shirt. You cried during the previews, laughed through all the hurt. You traced plans on my forearm, little house, big oak tree, dog prints in the backyard, baby names in between.
From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. We were dreaming over dishes, talking someday, talking soon, with a street light through the window, painting halos in the room. Remember that storm rolled in, tore down half this town. You stood in the doorway shaking, said what if it all falls down?
I wrapped my arms around you, said let it all shake loose. We'll nail back every shingle. I ain't running, I choose you.
I choose you. We fought like summer thunder, over money, over pride. I slipped on that torn-out sofa, you cried in the bathroom quiet. But even in the silence, with our tempers running hot, your coffee cup beside mine
said we still got a shot.
Love ain't all fairground lights and kisses on the hood. It's oil stains in the driveway, doing more than what you could. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. From I might to I promise, from I'll try to yes I do. Every mile and every meltdown, just another road to you.
Your mama beat the doctor to the hospital that day, cried into your hair and whispered, baby, it's gonna be okay.
You squeezed my fingers breathless, said let it all shake loose. We'll nail back every shingle. I ain't running, I choose you.
I choose you.
You were pouring cheap wine in a paper cup, boots on my dash, feet all scuffed up, laughing at the thunder on the radio. Said, if the sky falls, I just wanna know, will you hold my hand when the lights go down, when the small talk fades, when we leave this town? You just grinned, kicked the glove box shut, said, I ain't afraid of a little bit of rust, 'cause love's like an old red truck, beat up bed and a little bit stuck, but it still gets us where we're going, even when the rain starts blowing. Yeah, love's like a county line, fades in and out, but you're still mine. Every mile, every scar, every stop, every start, you're the back roads of my heart. We moved in fast, small house, thin walls, hand-me-down couch and late-night calls, arguing about bills we could barely pay, then dancing in the kitchen anyway. You burned the toast, I killed the song, we laughed till the bad day felt all wrong. You said, baby, I ain't perfect, but I'm here. I kiss that tear right off your beer, 'cause love's like an old red truck, beat up bed and a little bit stuck, but it still gets us where we're going, even when the wind keeps blowing. Yeah, love's like a county line, fades in and out, but you're still mine. Every mile, every scar, every stop, every start, you're the back roads of just smiled, said maybe so, but I choose those Friday nights at the old state fair. You in my jacket, fireworks in your hair. We'd ride that rusted Ferris wheel up high. Swear the whole world shrank to your blue eyes. Yeah, love's like an old red truck, beat up bed and a little bit stuck, but it still gets us where we're going. Headlights dim, but it keeps on glowing. Yeah, love's like a county line, fades in and out, but you're still mine. Every mile, every scar, every stop, every start, you're the back roads of my heart. We've been lost, we've been late, we've been standing in the driveway at the edge of fate. We've slammed doors, we gone cold, but every single time, baby, we come home. We've cursed God, we've asked why, we've pulled over just to scream and cry. But through the dust, through the doubt, we always find some way to turn around. Cause love's like an old red truck, beat up bed and a little bit stuck, but it still gets us where we're going, even when the storm keeps growing. Yeah, love's like a county line, fades in and out, but you're still mine. Every mile, every scar, every stop, every start, you're the back roads of my heart. Hospital floor, coffee gone cold, clock near 4. Doctor said might be a long, hard ride. You squeezed my fingers till I almost cried. Whispered, if I go, don't you stay the same. Paint the porch, change your name, but promise me this: when the night gets dark, you'll still talk to me out in the yard. I said, don't stop packing up your life. You and me got too much fight. You ain't going anywhere tonight. You laugh weak, but your eyes burn bright. Cause love's like an old red truck, beat up bed and a little bit stuck, but it still gets us where we're going, even when the worst wind starts blowing. Yeah, love's like a county line, fades in and out, but you're still mine. Every mile, every scar, every stop, every start, you're the back roads of my heart. Is my heart. Met you by the ice chest, dirt road, late July. Truck bed full of half-warm beer, sun still in your eyes. You laughed at my old ball cap, said it'd see some miles. I said I'd drive you anywhere just to see that smile. We got a tailgate to the stars, 2 hearts in one old car, love in a mason jar, shaking in the dark. We got grass on our jeans, sweet on your lips, gasoline. Who needs a map when I got your hand, baby? That's all I understand. Just you and me, and this beat-up heart. Tailgate to the stars. On my dashboard, bare feet by the fall. That creek below the cottonwoods, her every secret, every call. He tastes my name in red dust on its silver Chevy door. Said it's just as what broke looks like. I don't perfect anymore. We got a tailgate to the stars, two hearts and one old car. Love in a mason jar, shaking in the dark. We got grass on our jeans, speed on your lips, gasoline. Who needs a map when I got your hand, baby? That's all I understand. Just you and me and this beat of heart. Tailgate to the stars. We learned how to fight soft, turn thunder into rain. You cried in my blue workshop, mascara on the grain. Kitchen light at midnight, cold coffee, won't regret. I said, I ain't going anywhere. And said, you better not forget. We got a tailgate to the stars, two hearts and one old car. Love in a mason jar, shaking in the dark. We got grass on our jeans, sweet on your lips, gasoline. Who needs a map when I got your hand, baby? That's all I understand. Just you and me in this beat up heart. Tailgate to the stars. One day they'll sell that Chevy to some kid down the road. They'll crank up some new love song where our old stories roll. They'll never know our names, but they'll park where we once parked, where we promised forever under that big breathing dog. Yeah, forever. If the good Lord sips the porch light, calls one of us on home, promise me you'll keep my hat right there by the phone. And when that burn storm hits you and you're standing in the yard, look up where we used to look. I won't be very far. We got a tailgate to the stars, but your eyes were kind. You laughed in my boots, said they'd seen some roads. I said yeah, but tonight they're yours to hold. 2 cheap beers and a George Strait song. You were humming off key, so I sang along. We were both a little lonely, a little too true. Didn't know I was meeting the end of my blues. Now I'm halfway home to you. Every mile marker feels like something new. Got your picture on my dash, heart beating like it might just crash. You're my map, my sign, my view. Every road I take runs straight to you. I was lost, I was passing through. Now I'm halfway home to you. You said I don't trust words, boys talk too sweet. I said give me some time and a front porch seat. So we sat there late watching fireflies drift. You let down your guard like a slow sunrise shift. You told me about scars that you never show. Your dad and his bottle, how you had to grow. Too fast, too soon in a small town storm. I held your hand, promised to keep you warm. Now I'm halfway home to you. Every mile marker feels like something new. Got your picture on my dash, heart beating like it might just crash. You're my map, my sign, my view. Every road I take runs straight to you. I was lost, I was passing through. Now I'm halfway home to you. Remember that winter when the pipes all burst? We were broke as jokes on my faded work shirt. You were dancing in socks on that flooded floor. Said if this is love, I don't need much more. We wrapped up in quilts that your mama stitched. He turned off, but the moonlight switched. On every dream we were scared to chase, you drew a little house, scribbled our last name, and you asked me quiet, do you see this too? I laughed through the shiver, said I only see you. We didn't have much, but we had that night. Fingers laced tighter than the dark and the light. Now I'm halfway home to you. Every mile marker feels like something new. Got your picture on my dash, heart beating like it might just crash. You're my map, my sign, my view. Every road I take runs straight to you. I was lost, I was passing through. Now I'm halfway home to you. We fought in the kitchen about a week-long trip. You wanted that ocean, I was glued to that gig. I said, baby, I'm trying to make life right. You said, life's right here, can we leave tonight? It slammed doors, sharp words we didn't mean. Your eyes got quiet like a winter field scene. I sat on the steps, hands in my hair. You came down with a suitcase and a whispered prayer. But you set the bag by the front porch light and said, I'm still here, so let's get this right. We drew up a list on a napkin ring, number 1 on the page. We choose us each thing. We learned to say sorry before it blew up. Swap pride for peace, poured it back in our cup. We were building a bridge over stubborn ground. Each I love you was another plank down. Now I'm halfway home to you. Every mile marker feels like something new. Got your picture on my dash, heart beating like it might just crash. You're my map, my sign, my view. Every road I take runs straight to you. I was lost, I was passing through. Now I'm halfway home to you. One day we'll be old on that same front porch. You in your sweater, me with my torch. Still lighting up candles on your late night cake. Still holding you close when your bones might Coffee stain on your cheeks, bare feet on that old tile, humming something off key. Sun sneaking through the curtains, dust dancing in the air. I said, if this ain't heaven, and I don't think heaven's there. 'Cause I could sit on this front porch forever, watch your hair kids that laid on the sky. Every crack in this concrete is better with your hand in mine, letting the day roll by. If this old house falls down altogether, if the good times pack up and drive, I don't need much, just you in this weather, and a front porch forever by your side. You were mad about the dishes, I was late home from town. You talk with your hands flying, I just tried not to drown in the flood of your blue eyes, in the way your voice shakes. When you think that I'm not listening, yo, I always stay. 'Cause I could sit on this front porch forever, even when thunder splits the sky. We can fight about nothing and then get better, lose and find each other in the same old life. If this old house falls down altogether, if the good times pack up and drive, I don't need much, just you and this weather, and a front porch forever by your side. The first time that you kissed me, truck door slammed too hard, radio spelling love songs, moonlight over my yard. You said, boy, don't you dare hurt me, with a smile to try to hide all the times you've been broken before you stepped inside. Now there's pictures on the mantle, boots by every door, all the things we never planned on turned to all that I hoped for. And I could sit on this front porch together, counting pills and passing time. You'd say, tell me about forever, I'd say, girl, it looks like you tonight. If this old house falls down altogether, if the good times pack up and drive, I don't need much, just you and this weather, and a front porch forever by your side. There's a crack in the step by your rocking chair from the night that you danced in the rain. There's a dent in the rail where you threw your ring when I forgot your birthday again. I'm sorry. There's a hard carved fate in the splintered wood, 2 initials, 1 July. Every mark on this porch tells the story of every reason why. Kids grew like summer corn, shoes by the door and ties, homework on the table, braces, tears, crooked smiles. You cried when our boy left for a town 3 hours away. I held you on this old swing sky turned gray. Now it's quieter at supper time, just the clock and what we say. We move a little slower, let the songs all fade, but you still steal my flannel, claim it when the nights turn cold. You still reach me. Met you by the ice machine, dust on your boots, my favorite jean jacket you left in my busted old truck. Said, boy, does that heap even make it back? Sun driving slow on that county line, your hair blowing wild through the window, radio stuck on some broken station, but you sang anyway, so soft, so low. You're my back road heartbeat, my late night porch light, the slow dance barefoot in the kitchen at midnight. Every mile, every scar, every wrong turn in this old car led me right where I was meant to start, right here with your back road heartbeat in my heart. First fight in a parking lot rain, I cursed like a fool, you just stared me down. You said love ain't scared of a storm, it learns how to stand on shifting ground. We made up on your mama's couch, cold fries, warm hands, and a tear or two. You traced all my cracked up plans, whispered, baby, I still believe in you. You're my back road heartbeat, my late night porch light, the slow dance barefoot in the kitchen at midnight. Every mile, every scar, every wrong turn in this old car led me right where I was meant to start, right here with your back road heartbeat in my heart. Summers turned to winters quick, that old high school bar turned into dust. Your ring sitting neat in my glove box, next to a note that just says us. We painted our names on a rental sign, said someday we'll buy this broken place. We got more dreams than dollars, but I got your laughter in every space. Sometimes I wake up scared, thinking all of this could fade. Then you roll over, steal my pillow, say we'll be fine, but we ain't afraid. You're my back road heartbeat, my late night porch light, the slow dance barefoot in the kitchen at midnight. Every mile, every scar, every wrong turn in this old car led me right where I was meant to start, right here with your back road heartbeat in my heart. We burned through ties and trouble, we slammed some doors too hard, said things in the heat of the moment, left each other standing in the yard. But every time the dust clears, it's your eyes pulling me home. We don't need some perfect picture, we just need a place our love can grow. Your daddy's old guitar in the corner, our kids' crayons on the kitchen floor. You hum off key as the coffee brews, I swear I've never needed nothing more. Bills stacked high on the table, but your head's on my shoulder, calm. You say we'll get there slow and steady. We got faith and we got these palms, hands rough from all this trying, but they still fit just right. Two rings catching morning sunlight, two hearts holding on tight. You're my back road slow dance barefoot in the kitchen at midnight. Every mile, every scar, every wrong turn in this old car led me right where I was meant to start, right here with your back road heartbeat in my heart. I remember that first I love you in the dark of that dead-end road. I was scared I might just lose you if I said what my chest already know. But you smiled, leaned a little closer, said took you long enough. That's the night my restless wandering found a name and called it love. You're my back road heartbeat, my late night porch light, a slow dance barefoot in the kitchen at midnight. Every mile, every scar, every wrong turn in this old car led me right where I was meant to start, right here with your back road heartbeat in my heart. So if this road runs out tomorrow, we met you by the Ice Chester Road, late July. Truck bed full of half-warm beer, sun still in your eye. You laughed at my old ball cap, said it's seen some miles. I said I'd drive you anywhere just to see that smile. Well, we got a tailgate to the stars, two hearts and one old car, love in a mason jar, shaking in the dark. We got grass on our jeans, sweet on your lips, gasoline who needs a map when I got your hand, baby. That's all I understand, just you and me in this beat up heart, tailgate to the stars. Your boots on my dashboard, bare feet by the fall. That creek below the cottonwoods heard every secret, every call. You traced my name in red dust on that silver Chevy Dorset. If this is what bro looks like, I don't want perfect anymore. We got a tailgate to the stars, two hearts and one old car, love in a mason jar, shaking in the dark. We got grass on our jeans, sweet on your lips, gasoline who needs a map when I got your hand, baby. That's all I understand, just you and me in this beat up heart, tailgate to the stars. We learned how to fight soft, turn thunder into rain. You cried in my blue work shirt, mascara on the grain. Kitchen light at midnight, cold coffee, warm regret. I said, I ain't going anywhere. You said you better not forget. We got a tailgate to the stars, two hearts and one old car, love in a mason jar, shaking in the dark. We got grass on our jeans, sweet on your lips, gasoline who needs a map when I got your hand, baby. That's all I understand, just you and me in this beat up heart, tailgate to the stars. We stacked up years like firewood, winters worn out springs, paid our dues in overtime and chipped off wedding rings. You danced in that same ball cap on a Tuesday in a room, kids asleep and dishes stacked, still spinning like it's June. We got a tailgate to the stars, two hearts and one old car, love in a mason jar, shaking in the dark. We got grass on our jeans, sweet on your lips, gasoline who needs a map when I got your hand, baby. That's all I understand, just you and me in this beat up heart, tailgate to the stars. One day they'll sell that Chevy to some kid down the road. He'll crank up some new love song where our old stories roll. They'll never know our names, but they'll park where we once parked, where we promised forever under that big breathing dog. Yeah, forever. If the good Lord flips the porch light, calls one of us on home, promise me you'll keep my hat right there by the phone. And when that first storm hits you and you're standing in the yard, look up where we used to look. I won't be very far. We got a tailgate to the stars, 2 hearts and 1 old car, love in a mason jar, shaking in the dark. We got grass on our jeans, sweet on your lips, gasoline. Who needs a map when I got your hand, baby? That's all I understand. Just you and me in this beat up heart. Tailgate to the stars. Old truck, old road, same moon, new scars, still driving this crazy tender, restless. Tailgate to the stars. Tailgate to the stars. You were late to that small town wedding, hair pinned up but your heart half gone. Said you came for the free champagne, not to watch 2 kids hang on. I was leaning on the back pew laughing, boots too loud on the old wood floor. You rolled your eyes when I tipped my hat, still you didn't walk out the door. Now there's dust on my boots, gold on your hand, your picture on my dash, your name's in the sand. You were just passing through, I was stuck in this land. Now there's dust on my boots and gold on your hand. Oh, look where we stand. You said love was a burned out porch light, moths and bad choices gathered there. I said love was a dime of coffee, stronger when somebody cared. We split fries in that vinyl booth, stayed till they stacked the chairs. You stirred sugar in that midnight cup like you were counting on your prayers. Now there's dust on my boots, gold on your hand, you're coating my truck, you're dressing my band. You were set on the road, I was tied to this land. Now there's dust on my boots and gold on your hand. Baby, I never had a plan. Your mama called me trouble in denim, your daddy just stared at my tires. Said a man who's always chasing the horizon leaves a trail of quiet fires. I stood there on your gravel driveway, hands empty, heart too full. Said, sir, I ain't much on talking, but I'll do the long hard pull. You reached for my fingers like you always do when you're scared. Every storm that's ever hit this town felt smaller when you were there. Now there's dust on my boots, gold on your hand, 2 chairs on the porch, 1 promise we planned. You were scared to believe, I was scared I'd just stand. Now there's dust on my boots and gold on your hand. Yeah, we both took a stand. We had a fight about the bills of winter. He said low and the night said long. You said love don't pay these meters, I said love still writes a song. You threw my old flannel at me, said I'm tired of being strong. I wrapped it round your shaking shoulder, said it's alright to feel wrong. You cried into my faded collar, mumbled, what if this all falls through? I whispered, every time the world feels small, it gets bigger when I hold you. We fell asleep to a ticking furnace, moonlight on the hallway floor. Woke up tangled in the quiet truth, we weren't fighting anymore. There was dust on my boots, gold on your hand, past 2 notes on the fridge, big dreams in the pan. You were doubting the map, I was drawing our land, but there's dust on my boots and gold on your hand. We keep doing what we can. Spring came up through the cracks in the driveway, dandelions where the snow had been. You laughed at the weeds like old friends, said look how they still get in. We planted a row of stubborn roses right by that leaning fence. You said if they can bloom in this hard red clay, maybe love can just make sense. Your hair pulled back in a red bandana, hands covered in dirt and rain. I thought if I lose every acre I've got, I still can't afford your pain. Now there's dust on my boots, gold on your hand. You laugh in the yard, you ring like a brand. You were testing the soil, I was learning in a stand. Now there's dust on my boots and gold on your hand. Oh, this rough little land. 4th of July on the football bleachers, hand-me-down fire in the sky. You leaned in. Met you by the ice machine, July heat, dust on my jeans. You laughed in my hometown shirt, said, you boys ever leave this dirt? I said, sometimes I drive too far, turn this county into my backyard. You hopped right up in my truck, kicked off boots, said turn it up. We got back road hearts on fire, old souls tangled in barbed wire, kissing like we're gonna disappear, every mile pulling you near. You're my wild, my worn out tyrant, my church pew, my front porch choir. If this old world goes dark tonight, we'll still burn, burn, back road hearts on fire. Stones off the reservoir, shared secrets underneath the stars. You traced scars on my left arm, said who hurt you, I won't, I swear. I told stories I never told, about a ring and a promise gone cold. You just squeezed my callous hand, said boy I ain't her, I understand. We got back road hearts on fire, old souls tangled in barbed wire, kissing like we're gonna disappear, every mile pulling you near. My front porch choir. If this old world goes dark tonight, we'll still burn, burn, back road hearts on fire. Your mama said I drove too fast, your daddy swore we never last. I mowed his yard from June to fall, now he calls me son in the church hall. We found a house with a crooked gate, leaky roof, but the bones were great. Painted rooms with a radio low, dancing barefoot on the plywood floor. Who knew hammer nails and grocery runs could feel like fireworks and smoking guns? Who knew Sunday bills and Monday chores could sound like you humming by the screen door? We got back road hearts on fire, old souls tangled in barbed wire, fighting over nothing, making up 2 cracked mugs, 1 coffee cup. My storm sky, my small town choir. If this old world goes dark tonight, we'll still burn, burn, back road hearts on fire. We learned love ain't all moonlight, it's morning breath and late night fights. You're slamming doors, me cutting grass, cooling down, then crawling back. Your tears soaking my old flannel, my pride stuck on every channel. You're saying talk, me saying fine, till fine turned into I'm on your side. All these almost broken, bent up days somehow shaped the vows we made. Every silence, every shout teaches us what love's about. We got back road hearts on fire, old souls tangled in barbed wire, crying in the kitchen, holding on, one small flame till the dark is gone. You're my wild, my worn out tie, my rough edge and my tender wire. If this old world goes dark tonight, we'll still burn, burn, back road hearts on fire. We'll get old, you know we will, wrinkled hands on the grandkids chase the light as the day runs out of sky. Will you still steal all the covers, still roll your eyes at my jokes? Will we still dance slow in the hallway to songs only we know? If your memory ever fades, I'll retell every single day how you met me by that ice machine, how we turned this gravel into a dream. Oh, yeah. We got back road hearts on fire, old souls tangled in barbed wire. From first hello to last goodbye, we'll ride it out, you and I. You're my wild, my worn-out tie, my last match, my sweetest choir. If this whole world goes dark tonight, we'll still sunrise burning through the haze. Another damn day, just like the last one. Nothing changed, except the ache inside growing deeper still. This hollow space you left, nothing can fill. Oh, this damn love, tangled up like barbed wire, cutting deep, yeah, burning like a wildfire. Oh, this damn love, a highway to nowhere, just dust and ghosts hanging in the air. Remember that old diner, coffee black and strong, laughing at nothing. Where did we go wrong? Promises like whispers fading in the wind, now just echoes. Where do I begin? Oh, this love, this damn love, tangled up like barbed wire, cutting deep, yeah, burning like a wildfire. Oh, this damn love, a highway to nowhere, just dust and ghosts hanging in the air. Thought I saw your shadow, just a trick of light, fooling myself again, lost in the fading night. This empty road stretches miles and miles ahead, just me and this guitar and words left unsaid. Every song on the radio talks about forever, makes me wanna smash it. Never ever never. They don't know the feeling of a heart ripped in two, still searching for something, lost without you. You walked in, boots loud on that old pine floor. Sun swinging in behind you like it had been there before. You laughed once, made the jukebox skip the beat. Spilled a little of your drink right there on my torn up seat. You said that your truck out there by my leaning sign. I said, yeah, she's old but faithful, kinda like this heart of mine. You smiled slow, said faithful's hard to find these days. I swear time now shifted while you traced your glass that away. Gas tank half, heart full, you and me in this long dirt road. Every mile, every dust cloud, writing stories we ain't told. Got your hand on my shoulder, headlight halo on your face. If this is all I ever get, I don't need another place. Gas tank half, heart full. I got enough to love you all the way. We pulled out, radio stuck on some old song. You sang the words half wrong, but you sang them big and strong. Yeah, you did. We kicked off, both boots on the dashboard bare. Wind tangled up your hair like it had a right to be there. You said, don't valve straight, let's get a little bit lost. Take the turns that look stupid, chase the lines that get crossed. I said, girl, you're trouble. He said, yeah, I've heard that one. But your fingers found my knuckles, and trouble never felt this fun. Gas tank half, heart full, you and me in this long dirt road. Every mile, every dust cloud, writing the stories we ain't told. Got your hand on my shoulder, headlight halo on your face. If this is all I ever get, I don't need another place. Gas tank half, heart full. I got enough to love you all the way. We hit that little bridge where the creek runs stand. He said, kill the lights a minute, let the quiet bore in. We'd listen to the frogs and the ticking heat, just slid across that cracked bench seat till your head fit my heartbeat. You told me about the town that you left last June, the promise you thought you broken when you walked away too soon. Your voice shook when you said, I ain't good at staying. I said, girl, I ain't perfect, but I'm hell at finding ways to fix what's meant, patch what's torn, keep us rolling through the storm. Yeah, the bed of this truck, it's hard, every kind of load. I got room for all your baggage. We can spread it down this road. Come on! Gas tank half, heart full, you and me in this long dirt road. Every mile, every dust cloud, writing stories we ain't told. Got your hand on my shoulder, headlight halo on your face. If this is all I ever get, I don't need another place. Gas tank half, heart full. Got enough to love you all the way. Maybe love ain't some big fight, maybe it's a slow burn, maybe it's the way you lie. Every time we miss a turn, maybe it's your jacket on my back when nights get cold, the way you bite your lip when you stay to getting old. It's your name on my receipts, coffee cups and folded notes. the same bar, same scuffed up floor. Your boots a little more faded, kids' crayons on the door. You walk in balancing pizza and car keys. I still lose my words like you knocked them out of me. There's a picture on the wall of our first night. My old truck in the background, tailgate full of fights. We traded some dirt road for mortgage lines, but you still steal my heart. Well, you were barefoot, coffee steam in your hands, first light leaking through the back of that screen door. Old dog sleeping on the welcome mat. You just laughed, said, look what you're late for. I've been loving you since dust on your front porch steps, since cheap wine, July, and grass stains on my neck. Every mile that I drive just leads me back to this heart like a home, hands like a promise I can't resist. I've been loving you, and I ain't done yet. You had blue paint on your Sunday dress from that bedroom wall. You swore you'd finish someday. Turned the brush on me, drew a heart on my chest, said, boy, you're stuck long as this don't fade. I've been loving you since paint on your Sunday dress, since takeout and tailgates and your head on my vest. Every wrong that I've done, still somehow you bless. You turn my busted up prayers into something like rest. I've been loving you, and I ain't done yet. There were slam doors, tires spitting up gravel. I swore I'd go farther than the county line, but I hit that sign and my hands started shaking. Turned this truck around before the gas hit 9. I don't always say it right, don't always fight the right fight, but your name keeps winning in my mind. Oh yeah, I've been loving you since late night come back home text, since kitchen floor makeups and your eyes still wet. Every scar that we wear is a page in our duet. You're the line I never wanna forget. I've been loving you, and I ain't done yet. One day we'll be silver in our hair, pills by the bed, reading glasses on a chair, TV talking low while you fall asleep there, breathing soft, breathing slow like a long, long prayer. I'll trace every wrinkle like a road I met, say, look at us, baby, we ain't done yet. Hey! Hey, I've been loving you since dust on your front porch steps, since first nervous knocking that who the hell's this, from your daddy in the hallway, sizing me up in his vest, to the drive off your driveway with your hand on my chest. I've been loving you through every wrong turn in bed, every sunrise, every sunset. I've been loving you, and I ain't done yet. Barefoot, still coffee in your hands, same old dog dreams by the rusted swing set. You look at me with that I still choose you stare, say, boy, remember, we ain't done yet. I've been loving you, and I ain't done yet. on Tuesday, best only boots, sun on your face. You laughed at my old pickup, said it looked like it'd lose a race. You tossed your bag in the back, climbed right a car shotgun. Right then I knew my heart was aiming its song. You're my shotgun love song, blasting through this broke down heart. Every mile at the small town sunset pulls us closer than we were at the start. If this road keeps rolling, I keep my hand in yours, baby. You're my shotgun love song, and I'll sing till my voice gets hoarse.
Oh, we talked about your hometown, your mama's porch and your old dog Jack. You asked about my scars, the ones you couldn't see out back.
I told you about my leaving, all the times I got it wrong. You said, boy, you can stay a while, you don't always have to move on. You're my shotgun love song, blasting through this broke down heart. Every mile, every small town sunset pulls us closer than we were at the start. If this road keeps rolling, I'll keep my hand in yours, baby. You're my shotgun love song, and I'm singing till my voice gets hoarse. 4 years and a few wrong turns, painted walls and a two-room place, burnt toast and Sunday sermons, your mascara on my pillowcase.
We fought about the small things, left the dead up getting cold, but somehow in the quiet we find a way to fold.
Fold our fears like shirts, stack them on a bedroom chair. We come back to the middle, find our hearts already there. You're my shotgun love song, playing on the long ride home. Every scar, every cracked up memory feels better when I'm not alone. If the storm keeps coming, let the thunder shake these doors, baby. Know my shotgun love song, and I'm singing till my voice gets hoarse. Hey! Daddy didn't like me, thought I'd drag you out too fast. Said I'd be a firework, just a flash like wouldn't last.
But you stood in the doorway,
So Daddy,
this is who I choose.
I never loved you more than watching you refuse to lose. If the gas runs out, we'll walk the rest If the sky falls down, we'll call it blessed. If the good days fade and my hard days stay, I'll love you anyway. Till my voice gets whole. Someday we'll be silver, minds on our hands, stories in our eyes. You'll still steal my jacket,
I'll still kiss you between the nights. Radio low, windows down, wide open, stars above,
till the last breath leaves me. I'll be driving with my shotgun love.
Driving with my shotgun.
Met you leaning on a rusted Ford, dust on your boots, sun on your shoulders. You laughed at every word I said, like you'd been waiting to get closer. You stole my ball cap, wore it sideways, bare feet on the dashboard, singing a long name on your cup in black marker. Already sounded like a future song. This kind of love ain't burning out by tomorrow. It's tailgate to tomorrow, county line to who knows where. This kind of love grows wild in the gravel like flowers by the travel of these tires we're making wear. If it's up to me, we'll ride it till the road runs out of map and air. This kind of love ain't going anywhere. First fight was over something small. You slammed that screen door, gravel flying. I sat staring at the bedroom wall, swearing I was done with trying. Then you pulled up in that midnight rain, headlights cutting through my pride. You said, I hate being mad at you. I said, get in, let's go for a ride. This kind of love ain't burning out by tomorrow. It's tailgate to tomorrow, county line to who knows where. This kind of love grows wild in the gravel like flowers by the travel of these tires we're making wear. If it's up to me, we'll ride it till the road runs out of map and air. This kind of love ain't going anywhere. We've been broke, been late on rent, paid in quarters at the laundromat, burned our dinner, laughed it off, danced in the kitchen just like that. Oh yeah. Watch your tears on a bathroom floor, both of us scared of the test you held. Turned to me and said, if it's two lines, I said, that's just more love to be felt. This kind of love ain't burning out by tomorrow. It's tailgate to the mall, baby seats and folding chairs. This kind of love grows wild in the gravel like flowers by the travel of these years we're stacking here. If it's up to me, we'll ride it till the road runs out of map and air. This kind of love ain't going anywhere. We got frames on the hallway wall. First day of school, smile, Sunday best. To steal my shirts at night, still find your head on my chest. Your hair's a little lighter now, my hands got callous lines on my face, but you still look like that county fair first prize in a cotton dress race. This kind of love ain't burning out by tomorrow. It's tailgate to the mall, front porch swings and rocking chairs. This kind of love grows wild in the gravel like flowers by the travel of our stories layered there. If it's up to me, we'll ride it till the road runs out of map and air. This kind of love ain't going anywhere. One day they'll lower down that flag, church bells ringing over clay. Carve my name beside an old oak tree, right beneath the one that holds your name. But don't you fear that closing scene. Love don't lay down in the ground, it rides on in every laugh, every little echo of our sound. Hey, this kind of love ain't burning out by tomorrow. It's tailgate to tomorrow, from right now into who knows where. This kind of love grows wild in the gravel like flowers by the travel of these stories made in there. If it's up to me, I'll meet you where the road runs out of map and air. This kind of love, this kind of love ain't going anywhere. Dust motes dance in the window light across the worn out kitchen floor. Another Tuesday, another quiet night, just like 1,000 nights before. Fading photographs, memories turn to gray like the old screen door slowly falling away. A love song played too soft, a whisper in the breeze. Just fading photographs and bittersweet unease.
That rocker creaks by the empty heart, where we once dreamed of forevermore. Now just a silent, lonely path to a life that ain't ours anymore.
I trace the lines around your smile in that picture from '83. Fading photographs, memories turn to gray like the old screen door slowly falling away. A love song played too soft, a whisper in the breeze. Just fading photographs and bittersweet unease.
mama's roses used to bloom. Now just a tangle of forgotten seeds, lost in the encroaching gloom.
coffee at the Flying J. Name on your tax said ain't your rate. You laughed when I asked if you believed in fate. Said only when it shows up early, never late. Boots on tile, rain on the diesel tanks. Your hair tucked up in that ball cat. Thanks for the extra cream and the second glance, for the quiet maybe in a stranger's chance. You're the back roads of my heart, girl, the long way home. I always take every mile, every fence line, every wrong turn that I make. Leads me right back to your front porch, to your bare feet on that old pine floor. You're the back roads of my heart, girl. I ain't searching anymore. First date Friday at the county fair. You said I hate crowds, but you met me there. Grease on our fingers from a paper plate. You stole my fries, said boy you're late. Ferris wheel shaking when it reached the top. You grabbed my arm, said please don't stop. Your eyes found mine in the carnival light. I forgot every heartbreak I'd had that night. You're the back roads of my heart, girl, the long way home. I always take every mile, every fence line, every wrong turn that I make. Leads me right back to your front porch, to your bare feet on that old pine floor. You're the back roads of my heart, girl. I ain't searching anymore. Summer bled into September gold. Truck bed blankets when the nights turn cold. You traced your name in the window fog. Said promise me we won't get lost in the fog. I showed you the spot where the river bands, where Daddy used to fish with his old best friends. You listened quiet when my voice turned raw, then kissed the hurt out of every scar you saw. I'd been running from town to town, from one half smile to the next let down. He said, sit still, boy, I feel that wind. Some things you don't outrun, you let them in. You're the back roads of my heart, girl, the long way home. I always take every mile, every fence line, every wrong turn that I make. Leads me right back to your front porch, to your bare feet on that old pine floor. You're the back roads of my heart, girl. I ain't searching anymore. We bought that house with the leaning shed, dealing paint in a rusted bed. You laughed, said Vegas is just like us, a little run down, but it's worth the trust. You planted roses by the mailbox post, hung our pictures where we needed them most. Handwritten notes on the fridge door glass, take the trash out and please let the small things pass. Love ain't fireworks in a summer sky, it's tissues in the sink and the reasons why you stay when the storms roll over the roof. It's saying I'm sorry before you have the proof. We fall like thunder on a Tuesday night. You slam that door, I killed the light. I slipped sideways on the edge of the bed. Stubborn pride where your warmth once spread. Sun came up on a mess of pride. 2 bucks, 1 note on the counter side. You wrote, I'm still here, just had to breathe. I don't walk out on the love we Walked in, boots loud on that old pine floor, sun swinging in behind you like it had been there before. You laughed once, made the jukebox skip a beat, spilled a little of your drink right there on my torn up seat. You said that your truck out there by the leanest sign. I said, yeah, she's old but faithful, kinda like this heart of mine. You smiled slow, said faithful's hard to find these days. I swear time downshifted while you traced your glass that way. Gas tank half, heart full, you and me in this long dirt road. Every mile, every dust cloud, writing stories we ain't told. Got your hand on my shoulder, headlight halo on your face. If this is all I ever get, I don't need another place. Gas tank half, heart full, I got enough to love you all the way. We pulled out, radio stuck on some old song. You sang the words half wrong, but you sang them big and strong. Yeah, you did. You kicked off both boots on the dashboard bare, went tangled up your hair like it had a right to be there. You said don't drive straight, let's get a little bit lost, take the turns that look stupid, chase the lines that get crossed. I said, girl, you're trouble. You said, yeah, I've heard that one, but your fingers found my knuckles, and trouble never felt this fun. Gas tank half, heart full, you and me in this long dirt road. Every mile, every dust cloud, writing stories we ain't told. Got your hand on my shoulder, headlight halo on your face. If this is all I ever get, I don't need another place. Gas tank half, heart full, I got enough to love you all the way. We hit that little bridge where the creek runs thin. You said kill the lights a minute, let the quiet pour in. We listened to the frogs and the ticking heat. You slid across that cracked bench seat till your head fit my heartbeat. You told me about the town that you left last June, the promise you thought you'd broken when you walked away too soon. Your voice shook when you said, I ain't good to stay. I said, girl, I ain't perfect, but I'm hella finding ways to fix what's bent, patch what's torn, keep us rolling through the storm. Yeah, the bed of this truck is hauled every kind of load. I got room for all your baggage, we can spread it down this road. Come on. Gas tank half, heart full, you and me in this long dirt road. Every mile, every dust cloud, writing stories we ain't told. Got your hand on my shoulder, headlight halo on your face. If this is all I ever get, I don't need another place. Gas tank half, heart full, I got enough to love you all the way. Maybe love ain't some big fire, maybe it's a slow burn, maybe it's the way you laugh every time we miss a turn. Maybe it's your jacket on my back when nights get cold, the way you bite your lip when you're scared of getting old. It's your name on my receipts, coffee cups and folded notes. It's every tiny Tuesday that keeps me afloat. Years later, same bar, same scuffed up floor, your boots a little more faded, kids crayons on the door. You walk in, balancing pizza and car keys. I still lose my words like you knocked them out of me. There's a picture on the wall of our first night, my old truck in the background, tailgate full of fireflies. We traded some dirt roads for mortgage lines, but you still steal my hat when I got it long. Oh, come on. pouring cheap wine in a jar with my name. Bare feet on my dash, well, I can never be tamed. Till I went in your hair, sunburn on my arm. You were laughing too loud, I was falling too hard. I took the long way down that back road to your heart, through every wrong turn, slow burn every stop and start. I drove through heartbreak, heartache, chasing every star, but all those small town miles just led me back road to your heart. Line sign, the saws fighting at night. You said, boy, you don't listen, you just think you're right. Slam the door, truck in gear, dust cloud in my mirror. Put your jacket on my seat and make it feel too near. I took the long way down that back road to your heart. She talked about muddy, never fireflies. I missed your porch light, I missed that cracked swing. How you'd hum old hymns more out of tune than me. Tried to outrun your memory, burning through the gasoline, but every highway exit sign spelled out your name to me. I took the long way down that back road to your heart, through every wrong turn, slow burn every stop and start. Feel that through heartbreak, heartache, turn them into art. 'Cause every mile that scares us just stitches us in the dark. Back road to your heart. So here's my last take, here's my last chance, pulling into your driveway. Asked her for their dates, you smile, say, took you long enough. Then you climb into my arms. Guess I was always getting back road to